Offense.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
My have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost all the shine.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for our visitors,
So I turned my fan on. You can't hear it though.
the Texans. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
Three good people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Carr goes to Ware on the screen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Carr on the bootleg. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Get down, get down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, kicker. Come on.
Defense. Fine. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick 6. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's going to get it running right. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run. And
got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And now Oakland ready to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
They'll leave this for Ware. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Down, 185.
They'll run now with Ware. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Get set, 180.
On the ground, this is Ware. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Coyotes go. Fuck.
Going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, your former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Raiders have recovered. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
185.
They run it here. Ware. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Watson, option left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now Watson, underneath for Miller. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
Son of a bitch.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watching now, Barney!
He'll get it up the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are in for 6.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Fairbairn good with the extra.
Lower back strain. I feel like that's just a game injury. A strain. Wiki guide.
Brands, big screens, low prices. Define low prices. Under $500, I'm gonna have a very happy family.
This guy went to Santa school.
Properly managing your roster in Madden's franchise mode can mean the difference between winning the Super Bowl and losing it all.
There's not. No one's made a fucking injury list. No nerd has done this. Fucking YouTube. Laundry's gonna be done in 4 minutes. Just finish the half.
Point. And the lead is now 14-10. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Spencer Ware and the rest of his offense retaking the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. To throw, it's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Get down, get down. You ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got some space here. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On second down, here's McCarron. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
They'll run with Miller, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
In your face.
Raider 1. Purdue.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Dumps that off to Ware. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Due to time constraint.
I'll go get the dryer and figure out this fucking injury.
folks, it's your boy DJ81 on that channel Skins for Life. I figured I needed to make this video because I wanted to clear something up. Now on Twitter I posted a video and I wanted to highlight 3 specific injuries that had taken place in one game because basically I lost that game. What I think and one other and sorted by length. So they had 3 injuries, relative short length. That's the Vikings. Bears, 1 injury. Well, they had 2, but you can kind of tell where the pre-existing. Well, you can tell. Those were already there. Cardinals. So the list is beyond the Eagle. There you have match it up with the. But you Foster, Richardson, Scandrick with the 2 pre-injuries in that game. Hit. Injuries in that game. Again, hit. 2 there. Then he's about to come back. It is not who started that one. Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT, and welcome back to we have Cullenberger. 100% that's Cullenberger. That is not Marquette King. So what the CPU is going to do is once our quarterback gets injured, is obviously go to the second string. Then after that, it's going to go to the kicker. Then after he gets injured, it's going to go to the punter. But after he gets injured, who knows what the heck happens? Now, you might be asking, RBT, how is this going to happen? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take as long as it takes to get all 4 of these guys injured and knocked out of the game. The thing is,
Fuck it. We'll just play it and see what happens.
As we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
So Fuller's good. We need to get Hopkins the ball. get hot. It's a touchdown. So Fuller's okay.
We're going to see him when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. McCarron to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now here's McCarron on third. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the
Raiders swarm in and block it. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you. In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Broken tackle there for Nelson. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run any.
And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
On the run, it's Ware. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, McCarron going deep for Hopkins. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Tahir Whitehead coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. Have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And now here come the Raiders. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Carr. Nelson's got it here right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up the touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
so we're fine on touchdowns. Just need to get yards with Miller. Fuller's good. We can throw more DeAndre. Anthony, we need to throw to Anthony Miller and Bruce Arrington. Anthony Miller, Bruce Arrington, Kiki
drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
McCarron now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And his throw here is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Fifth carry now for Lamar Miller. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult.
Hello? Hello?
You can't play the CPU, you stupid fuck.
Oh, we can.
No, that's not allowed anymore.
God. Quitting right now.
Fucking dumbass.
Give me the first one.
No shit.
How long is a low backstream?
That's a game.
Just the game? Not like weeks?
Yeah. Just the game.
I was thinking about quitting anyhow. Because Deshaun got low backstream. He was like,
by yourself. You just cruising on the highway, man.
I deleted the game.
Yeah, this got me thinking.
Wagon.
Hey.
On that cap. Swerving through traffic.
I just had a Tim Howard performance of my life.
My windows ain't tinted,
Okay.
so notice me.
I kept a clean sheet in the first half. It was almost like a hockey match.
I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either.
We're supposed to have 4 girls, 4 guys. We were playing with 3 guys and 3 girls. So it was 8 on 6. And we still won.
Do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working. She keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us.
So we have to go positive by the end of next season.
So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us.
You have ended the
Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of